Hey guys, so here's a video of this 42-inch Alaska GE vent ceiling fan. This thing is an antique brass. This one is manufactured by Sheng Yuan, I believe, because it's this is installed. This is the second one of these. This is installed in our guest room / my mom's office. Somebody pointed out to me the one I did of the video, the one in my room. I believe his name is Toshiba Fans and More or something like that. Shout out to you if you're watching this, or if I even got your name right. But he pointed out to me that these are kind of like the downrod version of the Alaska Hugger that I have at the cabin. And if you look at this one, I think that's pretty accurate because these ones have the pretzel blades. So does that one. And these are about the same blades as the Alaska Hugger, except that one's, well, it's made by Alaska for JCPenney, but it's still an Alaska Hugger. That one's probably manufactured by, I wouldn't be surprised if that one's probably manufactured by this Sheng Yuan, same as these ones. But I mean, this looks like this looks similar. Like it's got the two pull trains and they kind of sound the same to the ones that are on the Alaska Hugger. Same irons, same blades, especially if you look at this antique brass one. So, and he said he was wondering if I take one of these down, I might bring one to the lake and see if we can do a comparison. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah. So without further, actually I'll show you the date code. If I can find the date code on this one. And of course the sticker's on the other side. There it is. Let's see if I can read that. Oh, this one's from the same year as my room. September of 1987. That's kind of funny because the Alaska Hugger was made in July of 1986. So they're only a year and a couple months apart, these fans, which is kind of cool. Same as the other one. This one has an antique brass single schoolhouse. This one, the pull train kind of works on it. I pulled the one of this one, the 52-inch one in here, and I got the pull train stuck, the white pull train, on the fitter. I had to take the globe off to get it to retract back and turn the light kit back on. So I'll have to be careful. But yeah, antique brass, 5 blades, cane, walnut, wood blades. I think they're walnut. I have no idea. Go ahead and start it on low. Size the same, goes low. These all go low, medium, high, just like the Alaska Hugger, or like Alaskas do, except for and Casablancas. What was I saying? I got it in reverse. I got it in forward, I think. Yeah, I do. And same as the other ones. This dimmer, the switch on the wall, that's the light kit. The fan's hot wired, or it's hardwired obviously, but what I mean is it's hot wired because it isn't allowed anymore because the electrical code, both Canadian and the US require neutrals and switch boxes. But what they used to do past I think before the 2000s when it became code, they used to run power into the the ceiling box, so the powers of the ceiling box, and they had a single cable, often a 14-2 cable, just in a black and a white, and there's just a single cable running down. So if you open one of these switch loops up, you'll see when you pull it out, the switch is actually connected to the white wire, but it's not. If you see that, it's not actually a neutral. It's part of the switching system. It's called a switch loop. So, and if you you'll find that in lots of older houses from the 50s and 60s and 70s and everywhere. They were very common. But bright side is if you do switch loops and ceiling fans, you can hot wire the fan motor into the hot wires in the junction box and into the junction box, and the fan can be constantly powered. And the switch on the wall does the light kit, which is actually nice because you can just kind of leave the fan on, and you just have to change the fan with the pull train. Makes it a little annoying for if you're like me and you like smart switches, but if you get these Lutron Caseta ones, sure, they're a lot more expensive, but they work really well. These are like the older ones before they came out with the newer Lutron Caseta Diva dimmers, but these are the older ones. But those Diva dimmers, they don't need neutrals either. So if you're in an older house that has switch loops and you want to do, if you want to do smart switches, these Lutron Casetas work really well. They're just really reliable. They're really good. And they actually helped. I actually installed this one just last night because this switch for these two hallway lights is actually a single pole switch. So this is the only switch that does these lights. But these Lutron Caseta switches come with these Pico remotes, which are just like battery operated remotes. These battery operated remotes, and then they have these wall plate brackets that you mount on an electrical box. And in this case, there was this electrical box here that actually you can see has three-way wiring in it, but I think it's for the dining room light, but I don't actually know because I don't think it would be for this. But I put this bracket on here because we don't really need two switches for the dining room. Basically with that bracket, I don't know if I put the Pico remote in correctly on both sides. Did I? There we go. Now with this Pico remote, I've made a wireless three-way for these lights without having to do any rewiring, really. Well, except for the only wiring I had to do was changing the switch out up there, which is very simple. It's just two wires, the hot wire and the hot wire coming into the box and the load wire going out to the lights. But I've basically made a wireless three-way. So if you're in an older home, except the only thing these wouldn't work for is if you just need like on-off switches. You can buy like ones from like on-off Wi-Fi switches that don't need a neutral, but I don't know. I've never tried any of those, so I don't know how good those work. Anyway, that's another topic for another video. Or I guess I just put it in there. Do it on medium. This one, when we obviously I said before, the one in my room is getting replaced with the San Marino in the next little while. These two aren't going to get replaced. I don't think anytime soon. Just until we paint both of these rooms. Well, this one we've got to take this wallpaper off in the master and repaint this room. So these ones are staying for now. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna get replaced with. Probably fans. I would probably do fans, but we'll see. Here's high. They actually blow good air, so I think they're actually pretty. From what I remember, I haven't been to the lake in a while, so I haven't gotten a chance to stand under the to. From what I remember with the Alaska Hugger, I think these are actually pretty similar in performance compared to that one. Although the Alaska has a slight edge, it probably performs a little better since it's installed in a garage with an open rafters. But this one is on a down rod, so there's lots of space for it to move air around too. So, yeah. Go ahead and do a spin down. Because even if, like, the Alaska Huggers has that big reverse sticker on it, the same as this one. So I'm definitely leaning towards what Toshiba Fans and More said. These are basically just the downrod equivalent of the Alaska Hugger. They're just the downrod version. I'll show you the spin down on this one. That one I kind of cut the video off because this one I cut the video off. So I'll show you it on this one because people are probably gonna, because my parents were talking and they were talking down in the kitchen and they kept calling me up. And there's I'll actually show you. Very short spin down. I wonder if the bearings are going bad in this. Okay, don't do that. Sounds pretty silent. All I can hear is the wind noise. Also because this is actually the laundry chute right there that goes down into the pantry cabinet down in the kitchen down there. So noise travels up the laundry chute, so you could hear everything that they're saying. So yeah, there's this video of this fan, the second 42-inch Alaska made by Sheng Yuan in antique brass G event. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.